Got some beautiful fall colors here in northern Illinois. Welcome back to the channel. Wanted to talk to you about something today. Wanted to talk to you about macro photography, something that I've always been interested in photography, and I've kind of gone in and out of macro, but the fascination of seeing a world that we really can't see with our bare eyes just wouldn't leave, so I'm getting a little bit more into it and made a little purchase I wanted to share with you that I thought was really a fantastic value. Michael Waddell is a pretty famous macro photographer, I think out of Sweden. Watch him a lot on YouTube, and he hates ring flashes. So before I realized that, I tried this, and I don't think it's that bad. I'm going to share a couple of shots with you. It's kind of late in the season. There's not a lot of bugs out, but we might have to do some leaves or branches or something. And you let me know what you think in the comments. All right, so I'm shooting this on the Canon R5, and the product I wanted to tell you about was the Neewer RF1 ring flash. A couple of things I'll show you with this. Comes with all these different color of gels, or not gels, they're hard plastic, but you can put them on. They're magnetically attachable. They also diffuse the light just a little bit. You can change the color. You can go with 2 whites or 2 greens or 2 oranges or whatever. I find that I kind of like the look of white and green on each side. You can also control the sides of this separately. The intensity of it, you can only use half of it. So that's something that's a little bit different than a lot of the other ring flashes out there. And good ring flashes will run you a few $100s, and this is under $100 on Amazon. So like I said, I think it's a great value. All right, so as I said, there aren't a lot of bugs out right now. There's a few left, but not too many, and I don't see any right now. So got these little I don't know my flowers very well, but these little flowery looking things here that bloom in the fall, and I'm going to try a macro shot of them and we'll see what it looks like. All right, and looking at the picture there, you can see that it's very sharp and very well lit, again, in my opinion. I'm not saying a ring light's better than a normal flash for macro, but this thing does a really good job. Of course, wind makes it difficult to do any macro shots as well. It's a breezy day, but figure it out. I'm using just the TTL mode, looking at it, letting it expose for my camera settings. I'm shooting at 1/200th of a second. My f-stop on my macro lens is set at f11, and I've got ISO at 200, just so you know what the settings are. Let's look around for something else. What are these? Lots of these out here. Throw it in the comments down below if you are watching this and know what those plants are. I know I usually see them more in the fall. How about maybe just a close-up of a nice colorful fall leaf here? Actually, no. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, let's take a look at these red leaves. Pretty much leaving my settings the same on all of these shots. Of course, the wind blows right when I'm trying to shoot. Again, nice and sharp, lit evenly. Let's try one of these with the one of these leaves with the hole in it. Again, not the best subject matter, but the photo that itself, I think, looks fantastic. All right, let's keep walking, see if we can find something more interesting than a leaf and a flower. It's October 19th, 2025. And of course, Northern Illinois is where I'm at. The weather just changed yesterday. It rained all day yesterday. It was like 70 degrees, shorts weather, very nice. And then today it's in the 50s. Sun came out, but it feels like fall today. How about just this solo leaf suspended here on the plants? All right, let's give it a shot. I'm going to go 2x macro on this on my macro lens. Get up nice and close, see the veins in the leaf. All right, there you go. That's what I like about the, I was using different colors on this. Using a white and a yellow. It was a little bit too red. A white and a white obviously is very light colored, but I've come to like the white and the green together, both at equal power. Makes for a real nice tone for the photograph. All right, we are on the move again. Greene Valley Forest Preserve, western suburbs of Chicago, between Woodridge and Naperville. Again, I'm kind of limited for my subject matter, but how about one of these buds or whatever they're called on top of this messed up looking plant here. It's kind of in the sun too. That might look kind of cool. All right, let's see what we got. All right, again, very well lit, somewhat sharp. Of course, your depth of field is sometimes almost non-existent in macro photography, as I'm learning. That's why you go all the way up to about f11, and that's why flash comes in handy. That last shot I probably could have done without flash. Obviously, it was in the sun, but I really like this ring light. We got one of these little red berries on this shrub. All right, let's do this. Ready? All right, there you go. Your thoughts? I plan on doing some more with macro. I'm by no means an expert, but when I come across something that I think is kind of cool, I like sharing it. I bought many things off Amazon that ended up being junk or a waste of money. And when I do find something that is really works well, I get excited about it. I want to tell everybody about it. Let's sneak back in here. Let's see what we got. Plenty of leaves. Spiders are even, I think, hibernating at this point. This is kind of a cool looking thing here. you can see that, but it's like a star-shaped flower thing. So let's try to get a macro shot of it. All right, ready? Here we go. Here we go. Cameraman, ready? All right, again, the shutter speed of 200 gives you the black background. The flashlights are subject up nicely, evenly. All right. It's kind of a cool old place, the old farmstead house at the Greene Valley Forest Preserve on Greene Road in DuPage County. The big barn is right behind it. Lots of weddings and photographs taken there. All right, so we did the berries, we did some leaves, we did some flowering plants. How about these guys right here? Tiny little balls on whatever this is. Let's see if we can get a macro of that. If we can keep the wind calmed down, that will make this even easier. I might actually cheat and hold it. All right, there we go, nice and sharp, nice and lit. And of course, the focus peaking helps out with that on a manual lens like this. I have mine set to blue. A lot of people use red. There's a cool old artifact of some kind there. Like a wash basin or something. House from this side. Of course, the barn is back here. There's something else that kind of forms an interesting, like a ball shape. All right, let's try to get a close-up shot of this. Let's not try, let's do it. All right. No idea what that is, but looks interesting up close. Tell me that's not a postcard picture right there. Let's go check out the tree. A bit of moss on the tree maybe. Got some nice moss right down here. Let's see what it looks like up close. All right, there you go, up close and personal with moss on a tree. Probably the most valuable thing I've learned, or one of the most valuable things I've learned from Michael that I spoke about. The macro photographer is when you're focusing a manual lens, it's easier just to go back and forth with your camera than it is to try to focus it. You do the back and forth with the camera that you can actually shoot with one hand. If I'm not mistaken, I think he shoots with one hand and holds his camera with the other. I'm not that good yet. Pretty tree there. Let's see if there's anything on it. Oh, I got some bugs. Not sure what they are, but let's get a macro shot of them before they leave. They're so few and far between. I think they're milkweed bugs, maybe. Other side now. How about a shot of your eyes, buddy? Yeah, I'll leave you alone after this. I know you'd like a little privacy. Again, the other thing with this newer flash is it recycles very, very quickly. You could take a burst shot and catch all of them. All right, hope you enjoyed that little outing at Greene Valley Forest Preserve. It's a Sunday evening. I needed to get outside and get some fresh air, play with my macro ring flash. And I'll tell you what, if I've got an affiliate link. This isn't a very big channel yet, but every little bit helps, you know. If this is something you'd like to check out on Amazon, I'll put a link down below. It doesn't cost you anything more, and it'll help this channel grow. Like I said, under $100 all the time. Sometimes you can get on sale for, I think when I bought it, it was $79. Looks like it might be closer to $90 now. Again, middle of October 2025. So, but check it out. We'll do some more macro videos in the future, and I've got this lens that I'm pretty excited about. The one I'm shooting with today is the Laowa, however you say that, 85 millimeter f5.6 is the largest aperture. Of course, you don't need a 2.8 on a macro lens anyway, so it's super light. One-handed shooting is no problem, even on a Canon R5. So, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, hit the like button. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, if you want to check out either the lens or the ring flash. The ring flash is kind of why I made the video to start with. Use the links down below. It'll help us out. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.